Well, he's a very happy girl having a meal, although she's like, I heard that camera. So I'm going to go and hide behind the log now because I don't like being watched while I eat, but I can see you, Lily, a little bit. Okay. I'm sorry for disturbing you having your meal. Archie, you okay now, Dale? I was busy talking and yeah, you know, I knew Archie was laying up there actually sleeping, and I don't want this hand going too close because it will smell of mice. Probably the other hand does too, but I noticed he made a mess, and you know, I only cleaned his paper yesterday, and I thought, yeah, that'd be right. You go and make another mess. And I just, yeah, put my hand in, and before I even got my hand down, he gave me a nice little nip on the knuckle, and my fault. I did not give him time to even think about the fact that it was me. So, yes, don't startle your snakes when they're fast asleep. So I cleaned up his paper. You can smell food, I know, darling. Cleaned up his paper, put everything back, and got him out for about half an hour with me, just to let him know it's all good and we're friends. It's okay, we make mistakes, don't we, Archie? So, little bit of a love tap from the boy today, and is, yeah, close to being fed. Tessa's just had her meal. She's laying in there looking for another one, and she could probably eat another one. She had a jumbo, and I kind of looked at her and thought, man, you could eat two of those. So I'm going to feed her again in 7 days. Jessie, Jessie, you can't see, sorry, there's just too much glare and everything in the room, but I think he's got it. Yes, he has. So he's starting to uncoil a little bit from, no, he hasn't got it. He hasn't figured it out. It's going to take Jesse a little while to sort himself out. Like I said, he's such a goofy, Jesse. And I'll just keep a check on him, and if I feel he needs a helping hand, I will give him a helping hand to position it a little bit better. But Noah actually fed Jesse tonight, and I will dry this little mouse off a little bit, not a lot, and I will offer, they're only little, but she's had a few bigger ones, and come on, righto. Geez, that was snatch and grab, wasn't it? That was you didn't want anybody to see you doing that either. But the video's not about Lily, Arch, Jess or Tess, but Oscar. So, on to the main video. Well, I wanted to get Oscar out so you could see Oscar, but as you can see, Oscar is liking his little moss tub, as you can see. I really want him to come out because I need to moisten the moss up for him, because every time I've gone in there to actually do it, he is being in it or sitting with his head out, hanging out, but he hasn't brought his whole body out. So it's almost like he's saying, this is mine, and nobody's actually going to be taking it from me. Of course, he didn't even really, I must say, when I fed him, he came out and had a look, and then he waited. He brought maybe not even a third of himself out, but enough to bring out to grab that hopper and wrap and eat it out, but kept most of his body in the moss box. So this little boy, is also really loving it, and I guess it is like a hide for them in lots of ways. Sunny, where are you going? Okay, over there, that's good. So yeah, but he doesn't seem to be really thinking about actually bringing himself out. But I am, wanting him to, of course. And maybe if I take the whole lid off one-handed as best as I can, he might actually think about it. What do you think? Could you come on out and say hello to everybody? Or are you still just saying, no, I'm just way too comfortable in here, thank you, but it's all gone dry, like there's no moisture in there, buddy, and I'm sure you would like it to be a little bit moist than that, or maybe not. Maybe he just likes the feel of it better than he likes paper towel under him, which is why I am going to put some of the hemp and cypress bedding in for Oscar, because I think that he would actually like that better than, of course, paper. I'm just keeping my eye on Sunny, who is just over there looking out the window, which is fine. So, Oscar, what am I going to do with you? You know, I do need you to come on out and let me moisten that up a little bit, and you need to do a little bit of exercise actually, because you've been pretty lazy laying in there. Oh, a good 4 odd days, I would say. It has been, and look at him, he's like, I am not here. I am not here, Mum. At all. Are you coming up? Would you please like to come up for Mum and move? Like, you really do need to. You know that, because you've been very, very lazy, young man, and I know that you'll be needing the toilet because, of course, he's got a couple of nice size hoppers that he ate. It was really only about 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Oh, it's in my diary, but yeah, he had a good meal. Good eater, this little bub is, although he's not really a baby, being 19, 20 months old, I guess by now he would be. But I am going to move him, if I can see my hand here, but I am going to make him come out of this this little moss box. Hey, you've been a very, very lazy dude. Yeah, I know. I know. You're thinking to yourself, you just grabbed me out of there, Mum, and didn't even give me time to think. Are you going to climb up on the camera and check things out from the camera? Are we good? Hey? Are we good, dude? I'm still kind of able, if I can try and get him to unwrap from the camera, which I can't right now. So I'll bring him back around while his butt end is hanging on, but he's pretty insistent on, yeah, I'll try and unwrap him, which he's quite long, actually, this little guy. But you can grip Mum instead, and I don't want you going back into that moss box because we are going to, okay, can you hop down on there? I need to, it's so funny. Now he'll explore a little bit and I'm watching Sonny at the same time. But anyway, don't you bother with him. Don't you be bothering with him. He is perfectly fine to be here with your mum. Do you understand? Perfectly fine to be with Mum. And of course I have to keep my eye and make sure he doesn't go into the other bird cage over there. But anyway, I've got him out and he's blurred, of course. And I'm going to be moistening up that box for him. Don't go over there, buddy. I know you really want to, but you can't. So guys, take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. Because my grandson's calling me. Ciao.